YouTube was good, man. We're back with another banger video, man. As you can see, the boy's a lot more consistent. I'm dropping every couple of days now, like I said I would. Type shit, man. I told y'all, 2024, we coming crazy. I want it by the end of this year. I'm thinking a million possible, but if we don't hit a million, I'm at least thinking about 500,000. I'm thinking about 500. I think we hit about 500,000 by the end of this year, man. We're already at like 140, man. We've been going so crazy. I'm gonna keep dropping these banger story times, but you know we got variety in the channel as well. If y'all fuck with it, cool. If y'all don't, I don't really care. All you know, my real ones that can drop some money signs down below. Gonna tune into any whatever content that drop. You know what I'm saying? As long as I keep it real, keep it trill, keep it 100, which is what I always do. But I know y'all love the story time, so I keep bringing it back. And people keep asking me like, bro, like, what about the day you run out of story times? It's like, motherfucker, I won't. Motherfucker, I'm 22 years old, turning 23 in a couple of days. Like, you don't think, like, motherfucker, I'm gonna keep living and more story times come for me to tell y'all? Are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I guess it's my only form of content. Like, I'm only 22, turning 23, motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna have more story times, more shit happen, man. But, yeah, man. Other than that, y'all know we have a banger video. I've told this story time a little bit on stream. But, yeah, I told a little bit this is a story time on stream, but I never really got too in detailed of like how bad it was. So if you've seen a little bit of this, you're probably like, damn, I did see some of this, but you don't know the full story. So I'm gonna give y'all the full story now. All right, before we keep going, I just want y'all know this video is sponsored by Tbvnks, one of my favorite apps right now. You already know what it is. There's been plenty of streams. I put my entries in live that you guys can actually join, interact, tell me what players, what entries, what points, what rebounds, what PRAs, things to put down. I really love interacting with the chat. Like I said last time, Tbvnks did get an update. It's available in over 70% of the states, so you should be checking to see if you can put entries in your state right now. Actually, right now, go check. And just in case you don't pay attention, in the description below, there's a link. My code is Tbvnks. Either use my code or use the link down below, and make sure to use your deposit match for your very first bet. Anything that you put in, Tbvnks gives it right back. If you put in 25, Tbvnks gives back 25. If you put in 50, 100, it doesn't matter. Tbvnks is gonna give it right back to you. And I know I love betting on the NBA, but there's plenty of sports to bet from. You got football, the NFL, you got college football, college basketball, you got slapping contests, you got all types of sports that you can put your entries in and win big money. You can actually win up to 10 times your money back. And to break down how the app actually works, all you do is you select 2 or more players, select the given entry, whether it be points, rebounds, slaps, touchdowns, no matter what it is. You select 2 or more players, select the entry, you put in your money, you select more or less for the given entries, you sit back, you take a nap, you go watch a movie, you watch the game, and you sit back and see if you get sold or if you win some of the biggest money you've ever won before in your life. So yeah, man, it's pretty easy. And yeah, so yeah, man, make sure you use either the link down below, my code Tbvnks, and use your deposit match so you can get your money back. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's money given right back to you for you to play with. Who wouldn't take that deal? Come on, man. If you actually use my code to sign up, send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot of your first entry. Send me a screenshot of your first win. Even if you lose, send it to me. Let me see. I want to see y'all signing up, man. Make sure you use the link down below and use my code Tbvnks. Use your deposit match. I don't understand why you wouldn't. Like I said, it's money given right back to you. I know I would. If someone said I give you $100, if you give me $100, I give them $100 right back. That way you're really not losing money, man. You put in your best, you put in your entries, you went up to 10 times your money back. Join the stream so that way you can see me actually participate live and put some of these entries in. Let's get it, man. Let's win some big money. Hopefully you don't get sold by these players like I've been getting sold, but it is what it is. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Let's get it, man. Use the code, use the link. Let's go. So boom, their story time is about the nastiest roommates I've ever had in my life, okay? And I've only had roommates twice. I've only had roommates twice in my life. So boom, you know, we always gotta set the background for the story time, how did things go, things of that nature. Boom. So basically, long story short, set the background. Yeah, I know my story about moving to LA, okay? I had a motorcycle, I sold the motorcycle to move to LA. Boom, boom, boom. I sell the motorcycle, it's 2022, I sell my motorcycle, I moved to LA with like 3 or 4 bands. Everybody knows this, right? So the very first time I ever had roommates, I was on Airbnb and I was looking for places that like you could rent out for a month and like I would have to my own. But unfortunately, those were a little out of my price range. So, you know, my parents told me like, hey man, you might have to sacrifice and, you know, do something a little different. So in my head, I'm like, What the fuck that mean? You know what I'm saying? It was reminding me that when my sister moved out to LA, she was living in an Airbnb with multiple people at one point. So I said to myself, like, damn, like, you know, I might have to do that. So the very first time I had roommates, I told Lewis, so I'm not gonna speak too much on it. I lived in a place in West Hollywood of California, and it was like a hallway that had been sanctioned off with a partition, like a big ass bright white nylon wall, and then he had like wood partitions you could open and close. So no real door, but there was 100% privacy, and I stayed there for 1 month. So about 2 weeks into that, I had a job. I think I had quit both my valet jobs, and I started doing DoorDash with like zip cars, which is killing my profits. I don't know, I was a dumbass. I just didn't really want to work, and motherfuckers might end up homeless if you think about it. But boom, so I'm sitting there, I'm thinking like, damn, like, nigga, you need a new spot. Like, you need a new place. So I'm like, oh shit, motherfucker, let me go searching for an apartment. And at this time, I don't know if my credit wasn't good. I don't know what exactly it was, but at this time, I didn't want to have a place in my own name just yet. I didn't have no stable income really. I don't know if my credit was the best, things of that nature. So I was just like, at this point, let me just sublease. I can lease a place through someone that's leasing their place to their own name. A lot easier, no application process, boom, boom, boom. So I get to looking on. At first, I was trying all types of crazy websites. Apartment Locator, apartments.com, Facebook Marketplace. I was just looking all over the place. And eventually, I stumbled across the great website of Craigslist. Yeah, you heard it. Craig's fucking list. I went on Craigslist, and shit, man. If I can go back and find my email threads, I probably was sending about 50 emails an hour to roommates, potential roommates, to people that were subleasing, things of that nature. And I wasn't trying to go over like $1,300 to $1,500 a month. So eventually I was like, the subleasing thing was getting to a point where it was like, excuse me, there was no way I could sublease, because people that wanted to sublease, them motherfuckers wanted the first, last, and the security deposit. Hold on, motherfucker, you ain't the real leasing motherfucking office? Fuck you mean you want $5,600 to move in this motherfucking raggedy motherfucking apartment? I'm like, well damn, my nigga, I ain't got no brain on me to be giving you the first, last, and the security deposit, motherfucker, and you asking the motherfucking lot. No credit check, just give me first, last, and motherfucking security. Motherfucker, you need some money, and I ain't got that money. So I started saying, fuck the fucking sublease, you know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm like, you know what? What I'm gonna do is this. I'm just going, like, try to find a roommate. That was my next thing. I was like, you know what? I'm a person, like, I'm big on what I want, and I don't like too much to sacrifice, but in my head, I'm like, nigga, you gonna have to sacrifice, okay? You don't have stable income, really. It's LA, it's expensive. Just get a fucking roommate. So I'm like, all right, so roommates. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me start looking up the roommates and shit. So, boom, I end up going on Craigslist and scrolling down the people that were looking for roommates, and I end up coming across a place to do that actually responded the next day. I was emailing a lot of people, but these people, they only wanted 1 month to move in. It was in an area that was desirable that I thought at the time, right near the Walk of Fame. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I would have my own bathroom and my own bedroom, and they only wanted 1 month's rent to hold the place. This sounded like a fucking dream. So I emailed him. His name, I'm gonna call him Joe. His name was Joe, okay? And I emailed him, boom, boom, boom. He emails me back. Mind you, after he emailed me back, I'm trying to get a place quick. I have probably like a week at this point. This is a couple of days of emailing people. I have like a week or less than a week to find a new place. So I'm scrambling on Airbnb just in case, but he ends up emailing me back and saying, hey, you can come in and check it later on today. Well, I emailed him a little later that day, like around 10 p.m. He said, come in later on tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, around like 1:30, 2:30, 3 p.m. My head, I'm like, cool. So I remember the outfit I had on. I had a Warren Lotus shirt somewhere around here and some blue El Capitan shorts with my off-white ones. And remind you, and then you're probably like, damn, he trying to flex. Now, remember the outfit I just told y'all. So he sends me the address, and I realize it's only a 20-minute walk. At first, I'm thinking I'm Uber. But at this point, when I first moved to LA, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, all I did was walk around. Literally, that's all I did, was just walk everywhere. If I was gonna go hoop, which is probably like a mile away, I would walk for 20 minutes. 20 minutes back. I walked everywhere, bro. I was like 175 pounds at one point, 173 at one point. And yeah, I was walking boom, boom, to restaurants, like fast food. I was just walking everywhere, bro. I barely got Ubers. And I got on the bus seldomly, like to go to the gym or something. But for the most part, I was walking. Yeah, I walked to, you know, to the place. And when I get there, it's like a black gate. Like it's like the LA apartments are weird. Like there's some building apartments like, you know, normal, like where your city has. And there's some places where it's like a gate and a door. You open the gate and the door, and there's multiple like just doors in there. So I get there, I'm like, oh, okay. He's walking out. I text him I'm here. He's walking out. As he walks out, I've seen the most diabolical fit I've ever seen in my entire life. All he had on was a jean jacket, navy green button-up shirt, brown cargos. This nigga had on finger shoes, bro. Finger shoes. The shoes where each toe has its own little slot. I said, oh my fucking God, what the fuck am I walking my? He looked dingy. The jean jacket was oversized, had rips in it. This pants had looked like they had some stains. Like this motherfucker just looked. His hair, he had the Bruce Banner after he just got done being the Hulk, swoop over with the shit hanging off. I said, oh, this motherfucker look like he gonna kill me in my motherfucking sleep. So boom, I'm like, maybe he cool though. I said, what's up, man? You know, shake his hand. He like, yeah, what's going on, man? Like, you know, I can go come give you a tour of the place. So we walk in there and boom, boom, boom. As I'm walking in there, I'm like, okay, it's looking a little outdated, you know what I'm saying? But not too bad. He had a big ass bookshelf as soon as you walked in. The kitchen, he showed me the kitchen. It was like, okay, not bad. Then, you know, he had a couch right here. And then he takes me to the back where my room would be. He takes me to the back. And the room already had a mattress with a box spring. No bed frame or nothing. I'm going to break down what the room looked like. If I have a picture, I'll put it in there. He had a mattress, I think a king. I think it was a king. It was a pretty big mattress. A king size mattress with a box spring on the ground. No bed frame. In the right corner of the room. So if you walk into the room, right corner right here, mattress, box spring. Over here on the left, he had a bookshelf. As soon as you walked in, right in front of the bookshelf, there was a fucking bunk bed with no bottom bunk. To this day, I don't know where that came from, who was sleeping on there. Your guess is as good as mine, okay? So he had a bunk bed, boom, no bottom bunk, just a top bunk. Below the bunk bed, I swear y'all gonna think I'm capping and making up the story time. This is a true fucking story time. Below the bunk bed, it was a bench press bench with like a bar with like 245s on them. He never worked out. I've never seen him work out. And then in the front of the room, like when you walk in and to the right, there was a big ass desk with like a whole bunch of important papers in there. And then there was a closet in the room. In the closet, there was a trash bag with all fresh drinks in there. Water bottles, sweet tea, like mango juice, and like some clothes that he just left in there. So he's showing me this room, and he has a dog. The dog is named Violet, right? But Violet kind of walks like this, like the motherfucker back hurt. I don't know why the dog walked like this. So as I'm in there, you know, I'm petting the dog. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with dogs. So I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. I got my own bedroom, bathroom. The great thing about this place would have been so nice if it was clean and updated, because they only wanted $10.50 a month for your own bedroom, your own bathroom, in a prime location. I was right next to Beverly. I could walk to Beverly Hills. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the dog. This is the shit that really threw me off. I'm sitting there talking to him like, yeah, you know, like, I have no problem moving in. The dog just jumps on the fucking bed that I was supposed to sleep in. And right then and there, y'all would have had to call Peter on me, because I almost went, ah! I elbowed to the motherfucking tentacles, nigga. But yeah, so I'm like, oh nah, this nigga jumped on the bed, started laying on the bed and shit. So, boom, after that, you know what I'm saying, I say thank you for the fucking meeting and shit. I walk out, I call my mom, I say, yeah, it definitely looks like this nigga's gonna kill me in my sleep. He's gonna stab me in my sleep. But I'm like, fuck it, I'll take the risk. So, I go to my valet job the next day, and I tell him, like, I'm gonna send you the deposit, boom, boom, boom. I sent him $10.50, 1 month deposit to hold it, and I had another 2 weeks till I moved in. Now, it kind of freaked me out this day, because after I sent the money, he kind of stopped responding for a little bit. I'm like, bro, please don't tell me I'm getting scammed. In my head, I'm like, well, I know where this nigga live at, so I could just pull up and break his kneecaps and take his finger shoes. But I don't know what he was doing. He eventually responded. Boom. So the day I moved in, I had a clapped out G35 I had bought a couple weeks ago as a project car. I don't know why. And if y'all remember the story time when I lost my wallet, this is all in the same day I moved in. My story times are like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU. They all connected somehow. So, when I moved into the crib, a couple of weird things happened, okay? When I moved into the crib, they didn't clean anything, like for me. Like when I moved in, my bathroom wasn't clean. My bedroom wasn't clean. This is when I knew it was a red flag. I walked in, I look at the toilet, I see some doodle stains, like some flakes, hair all over the toilet, hair all over the bathroom sink. In my head though, I'm trying to play it cool. I'm like, I'm only gonna be here for a couple of months, nigga. I'm in my own spot. I was there for more than a couple of months. So I'm looking, I'm like, man, I would say about a month and a half, every time I took a shit in the bathroom, I put toilet paper down. I never sat on the toilet seat as my own. And I was thinking in my head, I'm gonna replace the toilet seat. But that's y'all can tell the mentality I was trying to get out there as quick as possible. The only thing I cleaned was the bathtub, because that's the one thing. For about another month and a half, I used to shower in the bathtub with Crocs on, like shower shoes. Like I was really trying to not stay there as long as possible. So, boom, that should have been a red flag right then and there. So, I would say about a month goes by, and like, you know, I slept in the bed or whatever. I washed the sheets and stuff like that. Like I made sure to be like as clean as possible for the things that was like touching my body and stuff. But the one thing that convinced me to clean the bathroom, because I didn't clean it, because I'm not cleaning that shit. And I probably just told them to do it. The one thing that convinced me to actually start cleaning, I met a girl, my ex, you know what I'm saying? Not even an ex, or whatever. I'm not putting on energy in that situation. But you know, I met somebody that I started dating and shit like that, and boom, one day, like we linked, the first time we linked, she wanted to use the bathroom, and I realized I'm like, fuck, like I've never cleaned the bathroom, hair and all of the shit place. So I was like, yeah, you can use it. I just blamed it on them. I'm like, these motherfuckers dirty. And she believed me, because she was like, okay, you're white, I can believe that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, white, I'm not gonna lie, like motherfuckers, like you're a little dirty, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, hey. So she was like, okay, cool. So boom, so that convinced me to start cleaning. I was like, bro, I'm really about to start dating this girl probably. Let me make sure this shit clean next time she come in here. So I cleaned the bathroom and shit. So I would say these are the worst roommates ever. And I'm gonna break down exactly what happened. Now, the dude's wife, I'm gonna call her Tiffany, Joe and Tiffany. The dude's wife, I would say about June. I think it was about June. They had just got married 2 weeks prior to this. And after they got married, the first thing she did was go to Germany for like 3 weeks for a vacation. His girl was getting piped. Steiner, out there in Germany, getting piped. Nine, giving it to her out in Germany. That's on him though. After y'all got married, my bitch ain't going on no motherfucking vacation, no other countries for weeks and now. I think she was going to other countries and shit. So boom. So this is when I knew like I had to get the fuck out of there. When his girl left to go to another country, this nigga is a secret alcoholic that I think his girl was either keeping in check or he was hiding from here. I swear to y'all not. Every morning at 11 a.m. he would walk over to the Ralph's. After he would walk over to the Ralph's, he would come back with a full bottle of vodka. By 11:45, it was halfway gone. No chaser or nothing. A.m. Every day, and I'm not lying to y'all, every day. He used to smoke Black and Milds too, like cigarillos. And then I remember like it got bad, so I used to bring my girl over. She used to sleep over and shit a lot. And I remember like there was a couple of times like he would pass out either on the couch or on the, I want to post a picture. I have a picture of him passed out on the couch, but I don't want to dox nobody. So he would pass out on the bed, and every time he would pass out, the dog, when you would open the door late at night, she would start barking immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like all dogs do. There's been a couple of times he's came out of his room when the dog started barking, hair hanging down low, sweaty as fuck in the jean. This nigga was sleeping in a jean jacket with cargos on. He come out like that. Violet, come here. Come here. Sorry about that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You know what I'm saying? This nigga come out the fucking room looking all sweaty. Man, what the fuck, man? Bitch ass nigga. Anyways, nigga will come out looking like he just got done transforming from the fucking Hulk back to a human. All sweaty clothes hanging off him, reeking of alcohol and shit. I used to look at my girl like, man, what the fuck, man? I'm gonna smack the shit out of this nigga, man. Anyways, so he would drink like that so crazy. And this is when I started noticing signs of just how dirty they are. The nigga would sleep with his door open, jean jacket, sweating like shit, AC wouldn't be on, feet all out. And then I remember the first times I seen signs of nasty shit, and the windowsill of the bathroom, the kitchen, bro, they had like these old sauces that was starting to like be just blue and green and just all now. I would check the refrigerator. After I would check the refrigerator, bro, the refrigerator would have Like I swear to y'all, not ranch. And mind you, we're in 2022. Ranch that expired in 2020. I wish I'm lying to y'all. Sauces that expired a year or 2 years prior, bro. Milk expired. All types of nasty food. So the shit that really broke the straw that broke the camel back, they used to do weird shit, okay? So she comes back from vacation, right? They both had a lot of books they like to read. They were bookworms. Cool, I don't really give a fuck. They were both bookworms, right? So I remember after when she came back, they would both read books and shit. And when she would read her books, every 30 seconds, I swear to y'all, I can't make this up, she would moan. So she'd be reading the book, and I didn't know where she'd go, The first time I heard that shit, what the fuck? I was in my bed just sitting there playing with my balls and shit. I'm laying on the bed just rubbing my balls and shit. Motherfucker read a book. You hear the loud of the book open. First time I said, they fucking? I got nervous. I took my AirPods. Fuck. I went to the door every 30 seconds. So what the fuck? Freaky ass house is this, man? Right? So she be moaning and shit after he was reading the books. And then this is another freaky thing. I remember one time my girl was sleeping over. She I gotta use the bathroom. She come back from using the bathroom. She comes in. She has her hands over her mouth. I'm like, what? She's like, bro, go to the bathroom and listen to what they're listening to. I swear to y'all not. When they would go to sleep, they would have red LEDs on and they would be listening to sex ASMRs. I walked to the bathroom. The first thing I heard was, feels so good, doesn't it? There you go. Good girl. Just give it to me. They feet all out. They knocked the fuck out listening to this freaky ass ASMR. Just like that. You're such a good girl. You like that? I said, oh fucking fuck me. Oh fuck. What the fuck have I... This is months into this now. Now, this is when shit gets critical. One day, they both leave on a business trip, right? And I walk in to the crib. I think we also were gone. I think I had went to the DMV, came back. I come in and the place is just stinking bad. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It smell like trash truck juice in this motherfucker. So I get to look at it, I'm like, it gotta be the trash can. I go to the trash can, I take the trash bag out. The trash bag is dripping green juice. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was smelling terrible. I take the trash bag out. I'm like, things happen with trash cans. You're gonna have to clean the trash can out. Like everybody cleans their trash can out. Put some soap, water, bleach, whatever you want to use. I'm like, cool. I take the trash can. I go to the bathtub, my bathtub, and I'm like, let me start cleaning this shit. I start cleaning. My girl was helping me at the time, and we're like, it's like some stuff. Let's start banging it. Banging the trash can onto the floor of the bathtub to knock some of this stuff loose. On my granny grave, I can't make this up. When we started banging the trash can on the bathtub, I swear to y'all not. First, we started seeing black chunks. The black chunks that we were seeing were millions of cockroach eggs, and thousands of cockroaches just kept coming out of the trash can. They just kept coming. We did about 5 minutes. It would not stop. They were just going down, and it was such a gunk. It was like some Resident Evil 7 shit. It was so much black gunk, it was a whole colony in this trash can, bro. I cannot make this up. After about 2.5 to 5 minutes, we were both like, what the fuck? We just threw the trash can back in the fucking kitchen and said, this is bad. That's when we started noticing signs everywhere. And apartment complexes, you can't really do nothing with roaches or rats. There's nasty people that live in the same apartment complex, so you have to just mitigate the risk of them coming to yours, which more than likely they still will. You'll still see 1 or 2 roaches, or like, damn, okay, cool, boom, as long as you're not dirty. But we used to be eating, and we would start naming roaches. There go Jeffrey again. There go Gene. Damn, what's up, Dave? We would see the same big ass roaches crawling and shit coming in, Anyways, so yeah. So the crazy thing is this. Like I said, yeah, we would start naming the roaches and shit. And then it was bad, bro. That was the shit that really broke my back. Pause, nigga. The straw that broke the camel's back. They was freaked out. This nigga was an alcoholic. She was just moaning. I don't think she ever really liked me. We never really had a conversation. That nigga was weird. And yeah, man, it just started getting bad. So I remember the amount of shit that we seen in that apartment that was nasty was just, I would peek in their room. Them niggas' bed sheets would be ripped in half. You would just see underwear in the corner. They was weird. Like, bro, it was bad. I've never seen that dog like have a wash. It would just come back home and they would just bring her home randomly. The motherfucker would be just shaved down with a baldy. Not even a baldy, but like a number one with the grain or some shit. And man, like when I tell y'all, like there was no saving or cleaning that apartment. Like it was that bad. Like nigga, it was that bad. Like it was tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, so basically how I ended up moving out was I did some trolling shit. So I remember I had to go back home for a family emergency for a couple of months, right? I had to go home for the DMV for like a month or two. And like as I was starting to move out, like I was like living with my girl and their parents for only like a couple of days before my flight, which they were cool with. So I remember like I started doing some trolling shit. So I used to pay him in cash for rent. I used to pay him in Venmo at first, and I went to cash because he said that Venmo was taking fees out or some shit, which had nothing to do with me. But I'm like, all right, cool. So the month that I moved out, which was September, I remember he seen me and he did like some passive aggression, like, remember cash? And yeah. So I'm like, motherfucker, okay. In my head, I'm like, I ain't paying this nigga cash. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to move out. He don't even know. I ain't even telling nigga from the way they was acting. They was doing devious work too. They were weird. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I think they had a problem. Well, I think she had a problem with my girl coming over a lot. And like, yeah, they were just passive aggressive and just all types of weird. So the way I got out of the situation was, I remember I started moving my apartment out like when they wouldn't be there, just one by one. My TV, like, you know what I'm saying? Like my clothes, my suitcases and shit like that. So the last day I ever seen them, I remember like I had just replaced everything the same way it looked when I went in there, threw the keys on the bed, walked out, sayonara. As I walked out, I remember like, I didn't see them for a couple of days as I'm living with my girl at the time. As I'm living with my girl, I remember he texted me like on some shit like, hey, like, you know, was you still planning on like still giving the rent or something like that? I was like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the store right now. And I remember like when he asked about the rent, I did some trolling shit because I remember he was talking about like he would have like people clean the apartment and shit. He never did. So I told him, I'm like, you know, like, what's up, man? Like, I trolled some shit. I was like, I had sent like the laugh emoji, like, yeah, giving you the rent soon, see you soon. And then another time I had told him, I was like, he was like, so what about the rent? And I was like, yeah, like, what about the bug infestation? This nigga gave me a bold-faced lie. I was like, what bug infestation? I was like, yeah, there's a cockroach infestation in the motherfucking trash can. He was like, shoot, the bug guy must have never came. Nigga, there was no bug guy. You never called or told me there was ever going to be a bug guy that you was going to get. Why are you lying to me, you fucking bitch? So after that, I remember like another week later, he texted me randomly like, hey, because I remember the day I moved out finally, he seen me bringing the TV box to my girl's car. So I remember like a week later, out of all this shit happening, he texted me like, hey, did you so happen to move out? Never responded. Out of nowhere. He just put two and two together, and yeah, I just left. And yeah, that's about the story time of the nastiest roommates I ever had, the worst roommates I ever had, the last roommates I'll ever have, unless I get like a content crib or some shit like that. But other than that, like, I ain't doing that shit again, man. Fuck them, fuck they nasty ass dog, fuck that nasty ass apartment, fuck them fucking cockroaches, fuck your fucking Honda Fit that had 350,000 miles with cigarettes and Coke bottles in it, fuck your fucking finger shoes, fuck that nasty ass jean jacket you had on, fuck that moaning ass bitch that would moan every time she was reading the book, fuck that old ass, weak ass, ugly ass, little ass dog, fuck them 300 books you had in there, fuck them algebra equations you used to do and shit like that, fuck that nasty ass ranch you had in the refrigerator, fuck them fucking cockroaches, fuck Dave, fuck Jim, fuck the cockroaches that had names, fuck them nasty ass pots and pans you used to have in there, fuck that nasty ass kitchen, fuck your weak ass haircut, fuck that fucking bitch, fuck everybody in your motherfucking family, fuck that motorcycle you was telling me about you thought we was bonding, but I really thought you was a bitch ass nigga, you bitch ass nigga, fuck everything you got standing on for your for nigga. My name Tbvnks nigga, aka Tbanks, aka TB, aka Money T, aka Mr. Pockets always fat, never flat, aka Money T, aka Motion Man, aka Rookie of the Year, aka motherfucking Mr. Spotlight himself, aka shining like a motherfucking star, aka all the swag nigga, never lag nigga, woo, bitch ass nigga. Anyways, another banger 30-minute story time for y'all. If y'all enjoyed this story time, let me know something, man. Drop a like, drop a comment in the motherfucking shit, man. Drop some money signs you made it this far, dude. I'm stuttering over my words and shit. Drop a money sign you made it this far, man. Made it this far, drop a money sign down below. 2 200K on the way. 500K on the way. A million on the way. I love y'all, man. More crazy shit is coming soon. More collabs. More collabs. More content. I'm a pioneer, man. I start trends. I don't follow them. Everybody want to do what Tbvnks is doing, man. Everybody want their community to be like the TBC, the Banks community. Y'all not us. We is we. And you not me.